Your brain is expensive. Most people never notice this because thinking feels harmless. You're just sitting there, you're not sweating, you're not moving, you're not doing anything physical. So it feels like nothing is being spent. But every thought is a transaction. Energy, attention, focus. And once that energy's gone, you don't get it back just because you want to be productive. Most people believe they're tired because they work too much. They're wrong. They're tired because they think too much about things that don't deserve that level of attention. They wake up already exhausted, not from action, but from anticipation. Before the day even starts, their mind is already busy. What should I do first? What if this goes wrong? What if I wait? What if I make the wrong move? That mental noise costs more than most people realize. Here's something important. The brain doesn't know the difference between a real problem and an imagined one. An argument that never happens still drains you. A future that never arrives still exhausts you. So when people say, "I'm just thinking things through," what they're really saying is, "I'm slowly draining myself." This is why overthinking is dangerous. Not because it looks dramatic, not because it feels intense, but because it looks responsible. You're not panicking, you're just being careful. You're not afraid, you're just waiting for clarity. But clarity rarely comes from thinking alone. Most clarity comes from movement, and movement requires energy. Energy you've already spent. Here's a hard truth. Thinking is not intelligence. It's not wisdom. It's not depth. Thinking is a tool, and like any tool, it becomes harmful when overused. Smart people don't think constantly. They think intentionally. They remove decisions from their life as aggressively as possible. Same morning routine, same work blocks, same rules. Not because they're boring, but because decision-making is expensive, and wasting it on small things leaves nothing for big ones. Every unnecessary decision is a tax. What should I wear? When should I start? Should I reply now? Should I wait? Individually, these choices feel insignificant. Together, they drain you. So when a real opportunity appears or a real problem shows up, you hesitate. Not because you're incapable, but because you're mentally broke. Now look at money. Not income, not savings. Look at how people think about decisions. Most people waste weeks researching tiny purchases, reading reviews, comparing options, over-optimizing details that don't matter. Then they rush life-changing decisions, careers, businesses, commitments. They exhaust their brain on pennies and panic when dollars are involved. Thinking feels productive because it feels safe. Action creates consequences. Thinking delays them, so the brain chooses comfort and calls it logic. Here's a rule that actually works. If a decision is reversible, decide quickly. If a decision is irreversible, slow down and think carefully. Most people do the opposite. They overthink small things and rush big ones. That's not bad luck. That's bad thinking economics. Your brain is not a playground. It's a battery. Drain it on meaningless choices, and it won't be there when it actually matters. The people ahead of you aren't smarter. They're not working harder. They're conserving better. They decide once, then they move, then they adjust. While others are still thinking, they're already learning from reality. That's the real edge. Your brain is expensive. Use it less.